Hi, this is a video that I've been wanting to make for a long while. Originally, I wanted to talk about like the death of personal style and the rise of consumerism and TikTok and all that stuff, but it's been done before. So I thought, why not make a video about like how to maybe regain that sense of self, explaining a little bit more about like self-expression, things we can do to like regain it, or just a fun video just to talk about things. So I don't use TikTok or Instagram as much because I know that I know myself. I would be too enticing. I would be there 24/7 if I could be, and that's a problem. So I don't engage with it. But I do know plenty about all these like trends that are like getting popular there. And like I've noticed that there's like this crazy overconsumption of trends that like is so cyclical, and it moves and it moves and it moves like around so fast that at the end it's like a lot of people are just following things without any conscience, and then they end up we have a bunch of people that look the same, and that's not a problem per se, but it is still I don't know how to explain myself in that subject, but let's just say it's a little unnerving because now we're growing up in a society where we have a bunch of people, young people who don't know themselves, and all they know what to do is to spend money, to follow, to be accepted, to not be left behind. And that's not good because that's going to be, as adults, we're going to have a bunch of adults who have no regulation in spending, who have no defined sense of self, who the only thing that would they know how to do is spend money to be in. And that's, we've already been through something like that before. This is like how trends go, like in the 60s, the 50s, it's cyclical. But I feel like right now with the internet and all these things, it's going to be more fast. It already is fast. If you know somebody who's very trendy, who always is up on the trends, you know that their style has been going from like, oh, the style changes every 5 to 10 years. Now it's from like 5 to a year, months even, where these things are just gonna come and go. And that's a problem. That's a problem. It's an economical problem, that's a social problem, and that's a personal problem. So I think I'm no expert. I won't say I'm the most fashionable person, but I do like fashion. I do like history and fashion history. I like fashion dolls. Peep the Barbie. Peep it. Super cute. So I understand, like, I get fashion, I get history, I get how trends and things are cyclical. So, like, I could do a whole spiel about how fashion history and all that stuff. I could, but that would probably take me my whole lifetime. I could go talk about this forever. So, anyway, I think the three things you really got, like, if you're trying to find your sense of style and define yourself, or if you're a very fashionable person or anything, it's like three things. It's like, does it resonate with you? Does this does it have anything to do with you? Like, are you a person who can connect with this? For example, this is very old, but if you got a grandmother or great aunt, anybody, ask about Jackie Kennedy, because she was the it girl of her times. Like, everybody wanted to wear Jackie's hairstyle. They wanted the pearls. They wanted the cute little suits, like the suits, those little like skirt sets. Changed the whole generation. They even wanted the interior designer. They were like, I need to know. I need to call whoever it is that decorated the White House while she was there, because I want my house to look like that. And I think the thing that resonated is because at the time there were so many housewives, and he was like the pinnacle housewife. Being a housewife is nothing wrong. And so they looked up to her and they saw like, oh, she is the White House. And that resonated with them because it made them feel relatable. Or in the case of another, and I know this one's like controversial is the office siren look, which is, I think, right, the way that they're doing it right now is wrong, because it's like a very sexy, sensual outfit for work, and sexy and sensual and work do not mix. You can look sexy at work. You shouldn't, but you can. But the way that people are doing it is wearing very skimpy, revealing clothing, and that's also a problem. Don't do that at work. I do understand where this stemmed from, because, like I said, and if it resonates with you, if you're a person who's very corporate, like if you are work driven, if you have an office job and you want to accentuate your attractiveness, it's okay to do it. If you've seen Mad Men, you've seen how some, I forgot the name of the secretary, the redhead secretary. She was a very work driven woman, but it was the 60s. There was a time crunch, and she's like, I can use my sensuality and my sexuality and my attractiveness in this corporate space to gain power and attention. And that works for them. Like I said, it was a different time. If you want to try that, go ahead. Do what you got to do in this free for all time. But I think there's a time and place. But like I said, if it resonates with you, it resonates with you. But just be careful. And also a big disclaimer here is that if the trend that is being set is to be revealing and you're not comfortable with it, don't do the trend. If what you're seeing is a lot of examples of skimpy clothing, don't do that. Don't reveal yourself for the sake of a passing trend. Anyway, that was the resonate. If it resonates with you, if you relate to it, if it's something you can see yourself as part of your personality, of your personal self-expression or experiences, that's okay. You can do that. The second one, and I think this is the one, especially in this time that we're currently living in, if you can't afford it. Because some of these trends, like the clean girl, the tag hags, or whatever they're called, those are very specific ones that require a lot of effort and money. A lot of these involve white, pristine, fabrics and designs that are very hard to upkeep and require a lot of time and a lot of money. Tag hags, obviously, they require a lot of money. That's in the name. Tag hag. You're hagging for that tag. You know, like, oh, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Gucci, Prada, blah, 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 blah. Like, even if you go to an outlet, it adds up. Even if you try to buy secondhand, the secondhand stores, Goodwill, they're taking notice. It adds up. So if you're going to do that, be very, very careful. If you want to go for something more expensive, be aware of your budget. Even when you go thrifting, be aware of your budget and buy statement pieces. And I think it goes into the third part where it's like, is this going to be long term? Because if you want to experiment with your look, that's okay. But do not spend a lot of money on that. Don't spend a lot of coin on trying to experiment. Because if it's an experiment, it's not going to be permanent, you know? Like, oh, yellow, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you know, you don't have the money for it, don't do it. And if you do have the money, don't do it, because you're still spending a lot of time and money on something that at the end does not resonate with you. And it goes without saying, if it doesn't resonate with you, if it's just not permanent, don't throw it away. Thrift it, donate it. But also be mindful of how much you're donating, because I do know that a lot of thrift stores, especially places like Goodwill or other chain thrift stores, are not accepting cheaply made, low quality clothes. And it's like, oh, I can't afford. You don't need to do the Temu haul. You don't need to do the Shane haul. You don't need to be on AliExpress. You don't need to go to TikTok shop. None of that. You can do these things on a budget affordably. What happened to window shopping? What happened to window shopping? What happened to going to the store, trying the outfit out, taking a couple of pictures? Anyway, and I think it goes into, this isn't trying to say is that you don't have to buy a look to have the look. You can experiment. Try the outfit at home with things that look what you're trying to achieve. Like, oh, I want this certain look. Let me see what I already have at home that can be that can help me achieve this look, or go window shopping, go to the tryouts clothes. Like if you want to buy something online, go to a physical store that has something that looks a lot like it, try it on, look at yourself in the mirror, take some pictures, really think it through. And if it does resonate, and if it does tick all the boxes, get it. But don't rush in to buy something that it might not stick. And if you are going to do that, try to have pieces that you can reuse. Like if it's a type of shirt with a very distinctive design and pattern and color that you can't wear with anything, avoid that. We all like a statement piece, but try to be reasonable. Buy denim, like pants or skirt if you're into skirts. Buy a shirt, like a solid color shirt. Let the accessories be the statement pieces. To razzle dazzle too, because if you buy a big statement piece outfit that you're not gonna wear and it's not gonna be reusable, what are you doing? You like, just because then you can just reuse the outfit, like reuse the big, like the little black dress, reuse the denims on something else. Don't buy the big statement piece. Like you can get a purse, a belt, some earrings, shoes, but I would not recommend like socks. You can buy cute little like statement sock pieces or tights or whatever. Just don't buy like the dress, this very distinctive type of dress that you might not be able to wear again, or the shirt, or like this big distinctive shirt, or even, and although you guys just like it is practical, the coat, because if you buy the big distinctive coat and you can't use it, for example, if you live in a place that can't use the coat, if you live in tropical weather or hot weather and you buy the coat, the big distinctive like fur cuff coat or stuff like that, like the fur coat, but you live in Texas, what are you doing? I'd say like, yeah, keep that in mind. I think it's also important to understand why the trend is the thing. Like, oh, it's a trendy outfit and I want to wear it. Like, do you understand where it came from? Because you might end up looking stupid. Like I want, like, how do I explain it? And when I say end up looking stupid, I don't mean so you're gonna look bad. I mean, you might wear something that is culturally inappropriate. Says the girl wearing the Japanese robe. I bought this secondhand. It's very nice. I needed a robe, but I wasn't gonna spend the money on a big one. It's just a nice little satiny number, very comfortable. I'm not going to go outside and make an outfit out of this because I don't know what this says. I don't want to act stupid. I am speaking about the Scandinavian dress, which is like, that is distinctly Indian style clothing, but you call it Scandinavian and now you look silly. Like, be aware. Or also certain clothing in the alternative, like grunge punk rock scene, a lot of the stuff they wear has meaning. And if you wear something cute and you're like, oh, I like the tie that this person's wearing on their wrist, that has a meaning. The shoelace, the way they tie the shoelaces has meaning. You do not want to go out there and wearing something and somebody's in the know and they're going to look at you and they're going to think, oh. And when I say it has meaning, it doesn't mean it's like, oh, this person's a vegetarian. Some of these things, because of the time, had to be like down low, like, oh, I do a certain illegal activity. I have partaken in something illegal. And it's still very much language that is used today. If you don't know it, it's working. So be very mindful. If you're going to go into any alternative scene, look up what it means. And it's also embarrassing, like for example with Office Siren, if you don't work, like, I get it, it's cute, it's preppy. If you don't work, why wear it? Think why? Like, oh, cowgirl look, why? Do you like horses? Did you live in, like, did you work wrangling horses? Were you an actual cowgirl? You watch too much Heartland? You like Spirit a little bit too much? Is it just because it's you? Do you like Beyonce, the new Beyonce album? Like, think why. Because like I said, these are very distinct looks. Like, where else are you gonna wear a cowboy hat? And maybe you like to go to the rodeo. That's good. But if not, where else are you gonna wear the cowboy hat? Those cowboy hats are not cheap. Those cowboy boots are even not cheap. I've been to the boot barn. I know the price of a good pair of boots. Think it through. And the same with a lot of these trends that are, and I've noticed that a lot of these like trendy outfits are based on a lot of personality and experience based outfits. Like, these are almost, it's like you're almost playing a character. Could that be because you don't have a sense of self trying to follow the trend? Who knows? A good thing to do when you're trying to like figure it out and try to find something you resonate with, because it's easier to say, oh, you find this to resonate with, but like, where to start? I recommend something simple. Watching a movie. I know that these days movies and fashion are a little because a lot of people and a lot of studios don't want to spend on actual costume designers that do storytelling through outfits. So your best bet is to looking at older movies. Campy movies are good. The over-exaggeration, you don't have to have an over-exaggerated outfit, but it can give you a better, clearer idea of a look. Or an outfit, like one of those movies that's like very of the times. Like, these are very of the times, very 90s, early 2000s stuff they actually would have worn. Very distinctive, but still doable. Specifically this one. This one you might have a little trouble because she was rich. She was a rich girl. Those are designer outfits. Simple designer outfits, but designer outfits. Don't go buying Aleas. Don't go buying Aleas if you can't afford them. Don't do it. This one is less fashionable, but still very early 2016. So this is a good start. If you want camp, over exaggerated, highly personally, it's like a cute little, like one of those cute little campy 90 movies. The outfits, the costume design, everything. It's so cute. Modern retelling of a classic is also helps, which, hello, Clueless, Emma. It's like Romeo plus Juliet. Very distinct, very cute, very aesthetic. Like I said, be careful because there's a lot of Southern California meanings and symbols here. So if you do, let's say this is gangs. So if you do try to look at this and it resonates, research. Be careful. This is always a must. Specifically too, because you want to talk about somebody who overspends trying to find the look. Her. This is also, I think everybody should watch this because it's a cautionary tale about it's like shopping, retail therapy, overconsumption, especially these days in a time of economical duress when your job is paying you the minimum or you don't have a job, you're door dashing. Less of a rom-com and more like a cautionary tale. Let's just say I hope none of you are $22,000 in debt with a no job and still trying to spend money on stuff you don't need to impress people who will not visit you in the hospital if you're sick. So like these are like, if you find a character more relatable and you're like, oh, she's just like me, like this girl. Very beautiful lady. Beautiful outfit and costume design. But like I said, if it resonates, don't just like wear it because like you can wear it because it's cute, but it's cute now. Is it going to be cute in 5 years? Is it going to be cute in 10 years? Like, think it through. Remember, we grow we're human beings. We grow, we experience different things. If your experience is going to be permanently follow the trend, don't do that. Find a sense of self. If it's cute now, if it's cute now and you notice that you tend to think, oh, it's cute, So I'm gonna wear it, and then like a month later, it stops being cute, and you're no longer wearing it, and you repeat that cycle. Next time you look at a movie or something, and you're like, oh, it's cute. Think it. It's not. I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying the people who have this predicament, and it is a predicament because if it's cute now and 6 weeks later it stops being cute, and then you got the other thing that's cute, where's it gonna end? If you're thinking yourself like, okay, I found something that resonated, like for example, like, ooh, but I don't understand some of the stuff they're wearing, like where do I start? Fashion symbols and all that. Fashion books are a good way to start. These also can help you find inspiration. For example, like the Cowgirl, Office Siren, like all this stuff, like Corporate Baddies, Workplace Baddies. This is like a good book to start with, or a book of this type. Oh, look at those cute, like 1960s. Like, adorable. You know, it shows, like, oh, working women. So, because you're like, it's working, and through the cultures, too, which is important. Which is also be mindful. Research. Research is free. Don't use ChatGPT. Don't use that generative ChatGPT nonsense. Go to the library. Go to a bookstore. Go talk to your grandma or your grandpa. Watch a YouTube video by a fashion historian. Don't use ChatGPT. Don't go to TikTok either, because some of those TikTokers try to sell you a bundle. Nothing but a bunch of QVC people there, but they call it TikTok. Like, hello, like, all these outfits. This is a good book if you want to, like, if you're also maybe a working girl and you want to establish that. You don't have to be a working girl, just a working person. I say working girl because mostly I have female fashion inspiration data, because a lot of male clothes have stayed very singular and, you know, pants and shirt, whereas this is more silhouette. Either way, I digress. If you want to take inspiration from the past, these are always a good idea. You know, it shows you the history of fashion, at least in the Northern American, European standard, but still pretty good. You got some little bit of punk going there, alternative style, rejecting conformity. I think this is a good fit if you want to do like leave all this clean girl aesthetic. If you want to try a little bit something more out there, a little bit more, it's a good idea. And it's affordable because you can thrift. It's encouraged to thrift, I think. Outfit swaps are great too. For example, if you notice you have a friend who has a big closet and a lot of stuff that they don't use, you're like, hey, look at my closet. Let me look at your closet. Let's swap outfits. If it fits, if not, you can always find a seamstress or learn how to sew, which is also going to help you. Sewing is always a good option. These are also good. These are meant for kids, but they're still very educational. They got a lot of little fun facts, a lot of cute little examples. 23 skidoo. Oh, look, it's Charlie Chaplin. And Coco Chanel. If you know, you know. Like a lot of these cute little. Watching old movies is also very fun because costume designing was such a thing for movies. Look up Edith Head. You will not regret it. She was the one. Her costume design were the stuff of legends. If you want to tell a story through your outfit, if you want to represent yourself and character through fashion, look her up. Like, look at this. The 60s plastic dresses. Hallmark actually sold paper dresses that could go with your paper cups and paper plates and everything for a party. Groovy idea. You couldn't use it for long because it's paper, but it's still grooving. This one's cute. I've had this for years. I don't know how easy or hard it is to find. You'll look at a local library because they have like a little history of fashion thing. And like, oh, here's how to emulate the style if you want to emulate the style and it resonates, which is cute if you're a person who wants to wear those good old classic designs. Understand the classic design first, though. Like I said, you know. Ooh, 1950s Dior. Madonna. Like that Madonna's here. It's like, oh, she's supposed to be alternative, but she was wearing like Jean Paul Gaultier. Like, oh, okay. Like, see, grunge. Grunge is also one that's very thriftable, very affordable. Rejection of conformity. Although, whatever Marc Jacobs tried to do, and that's like something with brands that's trying to make like all these alternative things into high class fashion. I don't know that that's a good idea. Anyway, that's my spiel. That's my prerogative. But anyway, these are just a few little tips and trips that you could do. I think also a good idea if, if you do want to online shop, aside from like going to all these stores too, is like look at these types of things and see if anything stands out, if anything is like you personally can like it. Maybe you have an attachment, maybe you think you look good in it. Take a picture, and when you go, I know it's tempting because when you're scrolling you have all these possibilities: sale, 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 discount code, buy 3 get 4 free, and then you end up buying a lot of stuff. And when you come back, you go to your house, you have a bunch of stuff that you not might want, or it doesn't. It's a good idea to always like take pictures and look for these types. The good thing about these little like books too is that they have a little glossary explaining the outfits, like, oh, this is an A-line skirt, this is a type of hem, like, see, so then you can look for that specifically and you don't get trapped in the endless cycle of scrolling, shopping, spending the money that you might not have. Anyway, that was just my spiel. This is also a lot of libraries have movies. So if you want to, you go to your local library or you go to your secondhand store and like go to like, there's always a garage sale around on the weekends. You go there. Also great place to find clothes. Go to an estate sale if you do want to look. If you want for that rich, classy look, go to those estate sales and those big fancy houses. Somebody might be selling their whole couture set from the 80s. You will find gold there. Or the 90s, whichever era you want. You might find good stuff there. Keep it on a budget. I really think keeping it in the budget is a good idea. And, just have fun with it. Have fun with it. At the end of the day, have fun with it, but be mindful. Remember, if it resonates with you, that's cool. It's best if it resonates because, it's something that's going to last long with you, and it's something that's going to become personal with you. Budgeting, if you can afford it, try it. Be mindful of your budget. Be mindful of the money that you have in your purse, in your pocket right now. And, is it this going to be a long-lasting thing that you're going to have in your closet for time to come? Anyway, I hope that you like my little spiel. I'm also going to show off my Barbies because I love my Barbies. I love Barbies. They're so cute. This is a 1990s butterfly tattoo Barbie. Not technically tattoo, but very controversial. I don't have her original outfit. Unfortunately, I had to save her from a Goodwill bin, crack-necked and everything, but she had like a very cute little crochet top with a little denim skirt, but I had to work with what I got here. Crimped hair. Like, look at that crimpy hair. Beautiful. And this is just a stereotypical 1990s Barbie with another like cheap $5 Below outfit, but I think she looks cute. Very 70s, very late, very 70s, very cute and classy. Rich. Faux fur, of course. Anyway, that's that. And I hope you guys enjoyed my little spiel, and I hope you guys have fun finding yourselves, your personal sense of self, your fashion. Stay safe out there, and,